service animal can change the life of a person with a disability by allowing for increased independence and community involvement. Federal law gives people the right to have their service animals with them at virtually all times in almost every setting. The Americans with Disabilities Act requires that all public entities and places of public accommodation allow service animals. Public entities are state and local governments, so service animals must be allowed in all buildings they own and all programs they run. Places of public accommodation are private entities that provide goods and services to the public, such as hotels, movie theaters, grocery stores, restaurants, and medical facilities. The ADA covers almost all of our daily interactions. As a business owner or employee, the best strategy is to assume you have a responsibility to allow service animals, absent one of the exceptions we'll discuss in a bit. So what animals qualify as service animals? Here are the rules according to the ADA. First, the animal must be a dog or miniature horse. Second, it must be individually trained to do work or perform tasks for the benefit of a person with a disability. That disability may be physical, psychiatric, intellectual, sensory, or some other disability. Third, the work or tasks the animal performs must directly relate to the person's disability. Service animals can be trained to do a wide variety of tasks. A seeing eye dog can provide navigational assistance to a person with a visual impairment. Or someone with hearing loss may have an animal that alerts him to noises like traffic or an alarm. A service dog can transport things and open doors for someone with mobility issues. Some animals are trained for medical alerts. They can let their owners know about an impending seizure or a dangerous drop in blood sugar. Someone with autism who has sensory issues may have a service animal that provides deep pressure therapy. Or a service dog can help a person with a psychiatric condition by disrupting self-injurious or aggressive behaviors. These are just a few examples of the many tasks service animals can do. If you work in a business, nonprofit organization, or government office, and you want to know if someone's dog or miniature horse is a service animal, there are two and only two questions you are allowed to ask. You can ask, 1, is this a service animal required for a disability? And 2, what task or skill is the animal trained to perform? You cannot ask the person what his disability is, and you cannot demand proof that the animal is a trained service animal. Here's an example of how the interaction should go.
Welcome! Is this service animal required for a disability?
Yes, she is.
What is she trained to do?
She's a guide dog, so she takes me around and alerts me to obstacles.
Wonderful! Well, come on in!
Remember, people with disabilities have the right to have their service animals with them, even if other patrons don't approve. It is the responsibility of the business owner or employee to honor that right. An allergy to dogs is not a valid reason to exclude a service animal. There are specific situations in which you, as a business owner or employee, can prohibit a service animal. If the animal would present an actual, objective, significant risk to health and safety that you can clearly articulate, or if you have a valid reason to believe that the specific service animal will behave aggressively or unpredictably. That means your reason has to be about the animal in question, not about the particular breed of dogs or dogs in general, and not based on your previous experiences with other service animals.
Any questions?
Does a service animal have to wear a vest or have an ID?
No, a service animal may have a vest or an ID, but it's not required.
Does a service animal have to be trained by a professional dog trainer?
No, someone with a disability can train their own service animal to perform a task related to their disability.
Can a small dog like a Chihuahua be a service animal?
Yes, service animals do not have to be any particular size or breed. For example, a small dog like a Chihuahua might be just as effective as a large dog when it comes to detecting changes in blood sugar.
Wait a minute, I'm a doctor.
Do I have to allow a service animal to go anywhere in my medical facility?
You must allow a service animal to accompany a patient anywhere you would allow a human companion to go without taking extra precautions. For example, if you would allow a patient's parent or spouse to accompany them into an exam room, then you must allow the service animal. On the other hand, in areas such as an operating room where a human companion would not be allowed, the service animal may be excluded. Thank you. Have a good day. Bingo forward.
Oh, look, a dog! Wait, is it okay if I pet your service animal?
Great question. Let me answer that with some service animal etiquette. No, you should not pet a service animal. In fact, you should try to ignore them. Remember, these are working animals and you should not touch, distract, or pet them. Just as important, don't ignore the handler. Treat them just as you would any other customer or client. As we've explained, the rights of persons with disabilities who have service animals are guaranteed under the Americans with Disabilities Act. The ADA is a civil rights law which guarantees access and opportunities to persons with disabilities. Knowing the rights of persons with disabilities who have service animals is crucial to every business owner and employee. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video.
Email us at learn@disabilityrightsnc.org to let us know that you watched this video, and we'll send you a Service Animals welcome sticker for the window of your business.